Alright. Pinpoint the source of the signal. Now I think we're gonna find out finally where it comes from.
You hear that? It's a digital relay device. What the hell's it supposed to be relaying?
Our signal.
Our signal? Is them? But how was it playing when it landed? How is that even possible?
It's not. It's not possible. Only one interstellar ship ever left Earth. Ours.
Then who were they?
Doesn't matter. Those coordinates. We find them, we plug in, and we contact the damn Flores.
Alright, so there is the mystery. When we left Earth, there were two ships. There was the Flores, our ship, and there was the Caravel. The Caravel was destroyed before it could even leave orbit. So actually only the Flores made it out into space. Then we came to this planet, and immediately we discovered the signal. And now we see that the origin of the signal is our own people, somehow. Which doesn't really make sense, unless there's like a time loop or something. It is going to be explained though in the end of the game, so sit tight. Alright, now, talk to China to continue through the desert. Let's go to Lady China, I guess. You can kinda guess what is going on though. I mean, you see all this human technology laying around. It is more advanced than ours though, which is curious. The first thing I thought, to be honest with you, was that there was sort of a time loop or something going on, like something having to do with time in any case. But I was wrong. So I'm just gonna tease you. It's not that. It's something else. Hold on. What is happening? The game is pointing me to the wrong direction. Let's actually see if I can fast travel back. Did I go the wrong way? Blaze says here, we are following the giant snake waypoint line. Yeah. Which doesn't really work most of the time. Alright, Shanna. Moving forward. Might we be able to finish the game in this live stream? Let's see. New quest: Sacrifice. Venture into the canyon and investigate the area. A simple objective. Hold on, let's get rid of some guns though first. I keep collecting these things, soon my inventory is gonna run out. I do not need any of these, I do not even need to look at them. Because they are below my level, I know that. The maximum level you can get in the story is 42 items. That's how they cap out. But I'm sporting level 48 items because I've played some multiplayer, I guess, off screen. And that is where you get the best, the highest level guns, I guess. It's sort of the end game. It is called Expeditions. You can team up with up to 3 players, I think. And go on some very, very tough missions. I tried them solo. It's kind of undoable. You can do solo endgame solo expeditions up to 1 point, but I found out that from level 11, I think, onwards, it's nigh impossible to do. Alright, let's get ready for a fight. Oh, my defensive position is holding up to now. I don't know how much longer I can keep it though. Now let's get a bit more aggressive maybe. And it's done. Nice. Alright, search the remains. Let's do that. He's not very talkative about what he's finding, but what we're doing is searching for clues about what happened to the dead humans. So at this point, we do know it is humans. We just do not know how it's possible. Alright, we're definitely getting into another fight in this area. Alright, we're doing fine up to now. Right now, by the way, we are on tier 15. That is like the highest difficulty in this game, which means every enemy is 12 levels above me. The main thing is that these guys are like crazy bullet sponges. Like if I put this down at tier 1 right now, like if I am at the same level as everybody else, I will be able to kill everybody in like 2 shots. And right now, I'm kind of having to empty entire magazines up on them. Oh, hold on, there is another boss there. Well, tough enemy, I guess. And down he goes. Let's move on. Hold on, that's the wrong way. Oh, let's get some guns as well, why not? Even though they're kind of useless to me right now. Hold on, that's the wrong way. Well, they're not entirely useless to be actually true with you. We can, I can sort of liquefy my weapons. I don't know how the game calls it. And get some titanium out of it. That is used to upgrade other weapons. Other weapons that I actually care about. Right now. Not many enemies in this area. We just keep finding more and more clues, and you can see we are kind of searching humans right now. Like if you can see how these guys are looking like. Still haven't found any good clue though as to how these guys came here before we did. Oh, and you can tell by the layout of this area there's a fight coming up. Oh, damn, I'm on fire again. And not in the good kind of the way. Yeah, maybe let's avoid this guy for a while. Kill some of the easier guys. But just an interesting little detail about my playstyle. My playstyle is kind of predicated on killing the little enemies first. Because they give me bullets. Every time I kill them I get like 50 bullets. So I cannot really focus only on the big bad guys. I have to also focus on the little guys here. If I want to be able to keep up my strategy. You get used to it though after a while. It's not that tough. Alright, I think we're done. The Grand Obelisk, we are here. I think now we're gonna find out what happened to the native alien civilization. Because remember, we have encountered like good aliens and bad aliens, but we have no idea, yet at least, what the connection is between them. And I think now we're about to find out.
August. What happened here?
Incoming! Get out of there! Now!
Shit. Hide! In there! Go!
I guess we're not done yet. Defend the entrance. I guess we will have to earn the right to learn the secrets of this obelisk. Oh, they are gonna be swarming me now. Alright, I'm gonna try to funnel them here. This looks like a good choke point. There's like an enemy lurking here. It's making me nervous. Oh, here comes the big bad guy. All right. Hopefully I can get him before he gets to me. Nice. Otherwise, this guy just jumps on you. And then it's not easy. Ah, we hold the line. We held the line. Nice. Uh-oh.
August, get behind me.
That was a stupid choice.
You giant cockroaches! I'm right here! Just help me! Grab the gun! August! Please! Where are you going?
Oh, August has to make an important choice right now. That's why he takes his time. There's no coming back from what he's doing now.
Take cover, quick!
And now you can see how the peaceful aliens become the violent ones. The problem being, they are violent against everybody. Friends and enemies. They do not distinguish between them. Not anymore.
It's me, Tiago! You know me! Please, August! I'm your friend! Tiago! It's August!
Not anymore.
August. August.
What the hell happened to August?
August's people weren't wiped out by savages.
They became savages.
Why would they do that?
To save themselves, that's why they did that. They had to defend themselves. From who, though, is the question, right?
I'm not there yet. I'm gonna stay a bit longer. Take another look through the camp's remains.
Alright then. Let's search the remains of Monroy's camp. Interesting how the game kind of reveals something here. I guess the developers missed that. The objective says look through the remains of Monroy's camp. Who is Monroy? The game has actually not revealed to us yet who Monroy is.
Whenever you're ready to head out, we'll be waiting for you at camp.
So do we have enough time to do one more quest maybe? Alright, let's go back to camp. Maybe watch a final cutscene. Alright. Fast travel over here. Talk to Chana to continue through the desert. Let's do that. Does anybody want to talk, by the way? Hold on. We actually haven't talked to Bailey, like, at all. Let's see if she has some dialogue. Yeah, we haven't, even though this is grayed out, we haven't listened to it. So let's listen to Bailey's opinion. We haven't talked to her in a while.
I'm sensing some, tension between you and Chana.
Well, how fucking perceptive. You get visions like the fortune teller? Just what we need. More freaks for the freak show. Look, I was born and raised in Trench Town. Fought my way up every rung of the ladder. And that bitch, half of what she sees is bullshit. But still, Corrigan gets a hard-on for magic mutants, and so he sends me after her. It's bullshit.
Yeah, what she's talking about is that Chana can kind of see the future. Not really, but sometimes she gets like flashes of the future. The most important one being, she can see in the future this planet being like livable again. And she knows that in that moment, in that instant of the future, ourselves, Chana, and this girl Bailey are all present. So that's why she tries to keep me and this Bailey character alive like all the time.
All I wanted was to be strong. And now... it's like a bad dream.
Come on. You're still alive.
So? Tell me, what's the point?
I got no idea. But at least it's something. Chana's vision. You're in it.
She's really got you believing in that shit, hasn't she?
It doesn't matter what I believe. Whether you like it or not. You reach the end. It's not from anybody carrying you.
Yeah, I love the pep talk, but I don't think it's really working on Bailey. Interesting, what the game doesn't say is that actually it's not only Chana having that vision of a peaceful future, it's actually also ourselves. We have kind of had a shared vision. And that's why we as an Outrider and Chana trust each other, because we had the same vision of the future at some point. In any case, now, does anybody else have to talk about anything? Let's see before we go. How about the good doctor? Nope. I think we've talked about everything he has to say. Let's move ahead. All right, I think this is this like the final? Oh, we are almost at the end. Interesting.
We're so close. The signal's coming from just beyond this ridge.
Stay on the lookout. You see any movement, run.
New quest, Babylon.
Sit tight, people. I'm gonna clear the way. It's time for some answers.
All right then. Tiago has some words. Let's see what he wants to talk about.
You okay? What's going on, Tiago?
I had a daughter once. Small little critter about this tall. Having a baby in the trenches, it was stupid. We knew it. She was so frightened of it all, the gunfire, the storms, monsters. But I tell her stories, pretend it was all just a game. But if we won, we'd win a prize. But she wanted to know what the prize was. I told her there was a place out there, far from all that mud and death. I promised I'd take her there. It was winter when she tried to stop the bleeding. I held her until... It's okay, Papa, she told me. You can still win the prize. I promised her there were no monsters. I promised the same to August. Yet I brought them both into a world full of monsters.
I'm sorry. Friend.
Yeah, Tiago.
Thank you, Outrider.
Tiago has the weight of the world on his shoulders, I guess.